Okay, a little song you may all know called Little Help from My Friends. What would you do if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Make me no reason, I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I do when my love is away, doesn't worry to be alone. How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. A little help from my friends. I finished before the rest of the band. Okay, thank you and good night.
Okay, folks, and now this is a little Q&A. Please stay in your seats. We'll bring a microphone to you and make this work. Thanks. Questions.
Okay, Elizabeth?
You guys sounded so great. I want more. It was awesome. It was
Well,
really
come
awesome.
to Peru.
I would be there.
That was the whole show.
I would be there. It sounds great.
We do 30 a night. Go.
What keeps you guys going? I mean, how do you keep up the energy? Is it each of you that kind of relies on each other? Is it really kind of help from your friends?
I speak for myself when I say I have nothing better to do. You know, it's a dream for me. From 13, I wanted to play with drums. I wanted to play with good people, and I'm still doing it. I still love it, so that's why I do it. Todd?
My personal energy doesn't kick in until much later in the day.
Oh, he lives in Hawaii.
Yeah. But, you know, I've said it before, I will say it again, that it's the best band that Ringo has ever had. Not just from the standpoint of, you know, playing together, but also I was never in one of the bands before where we all, like, go out to eat together, where we all spend our time on the road together. We don't hide in our rings from each other. We're friends all the time, so.
Okay.
That's the thing that kind of gets you excited to play, because you're playing with your best friends.
Want to say something?
It's a great honor for me to be here with the boss and all the great friends that I've made in the last couple of years. Sort of like the songbook of my life. I learned playing all these songs from these guys. Just thank you. But what can I say? Truly vacation, not work.
Next.
Yeah, this question is for all the All-Stars. All the members have been in one incarnation or another, you know, over the years since '89, and you seem to be able to get together and play well together. Any egos that have to be brushed aside, and, for you guys to jam together like this?
No, we jam together a lot, and Todd put it in a nutshell. I mean, this band, musically, are all great players, all great musicians, but the spirit of this band is very close. And so they do eat together.
And sometimes food.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. That's how it is. This is just a really good band, but musically.
Also, there's every once in a while you get a ringer. He's got a name and he's got 3 hits or something like that. And that's our function. terms of the band. But I think in this particular band, we all have strengths that the others are more or less in awe of, in a way. You know, each one of the guys in the band can do something I can't possibly freaking do. And that keeps you respecting everyone in the band. You know, we don't have people showing up just shucking their way through the show. We're all on top of it. You know?
Well said.
Ringo,
Yeah.
I'm curious if you still have a camera and you're still taking pictures of this group?
No.
Sorry.
I mean, it's great that you mentioned, I do have this book coming out, and there's a lot of photographs I've taken over the years, but I sort of slowed down a bit on that because I realized that I was so busy taking photos or videoing, what was going on, that I wasn't actually at the party. So now I'm more at the party, and then I take pictures anyway. So I don't know if that answers your question. Don't even remember your question. Only kidding. No, I don't take as many as I used to. You go, Bill.
Thank you, Ringo. You guys sound absolutely amazing. I have a quick question, or two quick questions, one about photograph and then one about the group. You're talking about not being there at the party, and as I was looking at some of these photographs last night, they're just really blowing me away. I was curious if there's one in particular that if you could go back and sort of live that particular party in that particular photo, if you wouldn't mind telling me about that. And then also, the wealth of music that you guys have is so amazing. How do you pick the songs?
Well, you have to have hits to be in this band, I'll go back. That's what it's about. We are the best 1-800 band on the land. And, we start with that, and I need musicians as well, so I get lucky when I get great musicians who have a lot of great songs. So that's how I do it. And thank God they all agreed to do it with me. I think I'd like to go back to that moment and wonder what the hell was I thinking. But I know you're talking about the other shots. I mean, no, those moments have gone. I'm just lucky I captured those moments because, I got a lot of stuff in here over the years. So you see a photo, it helps you bring it back. And of course, a lot of the Beatles shots, in fact, more interesting to me is the shots outside the car, because we were always in a car. Four of us in a car going wherever we went, but when we were in New York, there's a lot of pictures of the kids looking out their window, chatting to us. First time I saw a cop, Holster, never saw it on a motorbike. But that was all exciting at the time. So that gave me a lot of freedom to take, because you didn't have the chance in the 60s really to wander around and take the shots, which I have now. But anyway, book 2 is coming out in December, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah, Ringo. You're ending your tour in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
And,
South America, Las Vegas.
We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, good.
And I was just wondering if there was a possibility of an extended engagement for you and the band somewhere down the road in Las Vegas.
You mean like the Golden Drums?
Whatever you want to call it.
Like was it the Red Piano? The Golden Drums, 14 years later. It's been talked about, but nothing has been finalized, and it'll be a couple of years before that happens, I believe. So, what is the answer? Not yet. Yeah.
Right here.
Hi, Lou.
Ringo, hi. You have been in South America before.
I loved it.
What would you expect from the South American audience? How would you define it?
Well, I hadn't been or played in South America up to 2 years ago. And I played there, and it blew me away that the energy of the audiences was so great, so loving. And I just, every gig, the energy from the audience was so great. That's what I brought back from there last time. And we're going back, and let's hope it's the same. And we're taking Greg Rowley, who has a Spanish number. Yeah, so tell them about it, Greg.
The one thing I remember about Oye Como Va is Carlos brought it into the band, and I guess it was 1970. And my first inclination is, what the hell do I do with this? It was a Tito Puente song, and I was writing things like, hope you're feeling better, and rock. And they brought this in, it turned out to be one of my favorites, and so we're gonna take it down to South America. We were doing Everybody's Everything, and I said, Ringo, you're the boss, but we went to South America and played Oye Como Va. I think they might go nuts. He goes, done. That's how this happened.
Anyway, to answer your question, the energy down there was an incredible memory for me from last time. And, we go, we're a working band, we're a touring band. We go to the gig and we do our best, and the reaction was great last time.
Hi, I'm from a